The United States have their policy. They don't see us in NATO. For now. Everything in our lives is for now. Maybe the position will change in the future. Maybe somebody will come to realize that strong Ukrainian army strengthens NATO, and not vice versa. Politicians change. Somebody lives, somebody dies. And it's life. The United States have their policy. They don't see us in NATO. For now. Everything in our lives is for now. Maybe the position will change in the future. Maybe somebody will come to realize that strong Ukrainian army strengthens NATO, and not vice versa. Politicians change. Somebody lives, somebody dies. And it's life. I have one aim: to get an answer for the question, what will the United States of America do if Russia comes with aggression again? What these security guarantees will do? How will it work out? What will all partners do? How, with what pressure, with what power they will stop Moscow? Money is needed so that Russia and anybody else in the world does not use these Russian assets as a leverage against us. We want these assets so that it is not a part of the negotiating process, and we want this part to support us. We are more confident at the negotiating table if we have this instrument. And answering the question, how will you withstand for one more year, then you will immediately have the answer, and there will be no such questions. But for now, these questions are in the air. Speaking about security guarantees and the presence of the European leaders, we do not believe that Europe must substitute the United States of America. And this is the same attitude we have to the security guarantees from the United States of America, Article 5-like, and then there will be no need for European support. No, these are different things, and no matter the signals that Russia transmit, we understand that they want to exclude the presence of the Europeans. This must not be allowed to happen, because we understand that if, in case of recurrence of Russian aggression, we don't say that in the event of recurrence of Russian aggression, Europe will have to fight against Russia. No, we don't say that, but European presence will decrease the probability of Russia attacking again. The number of countries, the number of flags, national flags, the number of countries in the coalition of the willing, in any format, no matter the number of the countries, it will bear high risks to start the aggression against Ukraine again. So for us, European presence is important. Now, when we're talking about backstop of the United States of America, we're talking about intelligence sharing, we're talking about strong security guarantees from the United States of America we're counting on. As of now, we cannot reveal all the details, but when we're talking about Article 5 of the NATO treaty, we understand that this is a response to aggression, and we will be covering those details with our partners. And what we understand is legally binding article, must be legally binding article from the United States of America that must be supported by the Congress of the United States.
We are in the war in the United States, you know, they are the decision makers who can really stop Putin. And I count on this. But I really count on pressure from the United States. Now United States more mediating, it's true. It's true, they're mediating between us. But I really wanted very much them more steps pressuring Russia, because I think that Putin doesn't want to stop this war. But he can, if United States will pressure more. And President Trump, he can, I think so. And God bless, he will be successful in this.
Both values-based and legally, everything is right here. One can fear certain legal steps in courts from the Russian Federation, but it's not but it's not as scary as when Russia is at your borders, in all honesty. So while Ukraine is defending Europe, you must help Ukraine. Since the very first dialogue with the former US President Biden, I have been raising that issue about NATO. Why? Because we have it written in our constitution and the European track, and I have asked him this question sincerely: can Ukraine join NATO? Because we want that, and we understand that these are real security guarantees. This is what we had before the war. President Biden told me, no, you will not be in NATO. I have approached this issue time and again, and certain people in the White House smiled at me and had other reactions because of that, and they always said that I was tough. I don't know why.
Subscribe to One India and never miss an update. Download the One India app now.